Maybe some of those slap wrist things that you can put in there. Hey guys, David Folk here, and today we have another swing coming at you. This is from a young lady on Instagram who says she's having trouble topping the ball, but I see a couple of other things that we can work on too. So, let's go putts around. Hit the ball! Boom. Alright guys, let's get into the swing. And the first thing I want to notice is how upright she is with her legs. We can see in the shadows right here, she looks like she has pretty much a straight stance with her foot. What I'd like to see is a little bit more knee bend, a little bit more athletic posture. Her back looks pretty good, but I want to see just a slight little knee bend right here as opposed to what I'm seeing over here in the shadows, which is no knee bend whatsoever. Then as she takes away the ball here, what we want to notice is how far inside she's taking it. She does have a strong grip as well, but you can see right here how far inside she's starting to bring in the club. And as we get to the top of the backswing, her backswing is pointing off to her right. So if we're here, it's pointing that way as opposed to straight at the camera or straight at the target line. So there's a couple of things that we can work on with that one as well. And then as she comes through, we can see she makes this great move here. Everything moves up. You can see that she has the old Bubba Watson jump right there in her swing. But what the problem is that as she comes through, number one, you can see that there's actually a visible gap between there. You can see her actually hitting the ball thin in this shot, and that's because of how much movement she has upward as she's swinging. And you can see that the face is also open right here, which is going to have her hit a thin push or a thin slice out to the right. So we have a couple of tips for her that I think are going to help her with her consistency as well as ball striking. Alright guys, the first thing we want to work on with this young lady is going to be her posture. Now I'm going to pretend that I'm going to swing righty, so I'm going to take this right-handed club here and I'm going to face you guys. And what I notice is that she's standing super leg stiff. There's no knee bend whatsoever in there. So we want to have just a little bit more knee bend, and what that's going to allow is as she comes back and then through the ball, it gives her a little bit more room to make that move up here so that she's not going to pull the club up and not hit the turf, but allow her to have just a little bit lower and then come through and swoosh the ground below, getting a good solid contact. When you stand this way and then everything goes like this, you have no chance of trying to hit the ball, whereas you have this knee bend, you stay level, and then you make that move up. That's going to allow your body to have a little bit more flex, a little bit more opportunity to hit the ball square. I think that's going to help her out with thinning and topping the ball probably more than really anything else. It's just making sure you have the knee bend, having the right posture with that. And the second thing we want to talk about is as she makes that turn. I mean, she makes a good turn. The struggle is that she brings her club super far inside. You have a couple of options that are going to help with this. What you guys can do is you can take your head cover, you can put it down on the ground where you want the path to go. So you can put it back here, and so here's my line, and basically what I don't want to do is pull my club and then hit the head cover. So we have it lined up here, and then what we want to do is we want to pull it more back and then turn and let that hand naturally rotate up, and then that's going to allow you to get the nice turn that you're looking for so that you're not dropping coming through and then opening the club face as you come through, which is going to cause you to hit it, top it, which is going to cause you to hit it out to the right. Then as we get to the backswing, when you pull the club back here, even if you pull it back, you can definitely do that movement. And that's going to be pushing the wrist, turning the wrist. That's going to be pulling the wrist and causing it to concave here. And what we want to try and do is keep that wrist as flat as possible as you pull it back. Now the reason why the over the head to the right is bad, because once you get up here, really you have to shove everything this way to get around your head, drop everything, and that's going to push everything out there. Now that's an exaggeration, but that's really what it's gonna look like. So we want it here and then come through without having to pull that club around your body and try and describe that club face. What you guys can do is you can get a ruler, and this is a little flexy one, so it's not gonna hurt as much if I don't do it right. You can put it in your arm, underneath your watch, whatever it is, and then that's going to tell you, you're gonna feel that as it bends and bows here. They do have other things that you can use, but really you can find a ruler or something like this around the house, that'd be perfect. So you're here, you wanna have a flat wrist up at the top here, and that's going to prevent that from happening. And I have that flat wrist, I come back here, you can see my arm isn't going to concave like this, it's going to be flat, and therefore my club is going to be pointing down the line as opposed to pointing off to the right. And then from here we basically drop, come through, the club naturally closes, and it's going to help you hit a little bit more straighter, consistent shot. If you have something like this, something that's flexible, maybe some of those slap wrist things that you can put in there, that's going to give you the sensation of trying to keep that wrist as flat as possible to be able to prevent this over the top to the right swing. I think the stance, a little bit more of an athletic knee bent stance. The drill talking about helping her pull the club away a little bit more parallel to the target to help her get up a little higher. And the wrist slap / ruler is really gonna help her keep the club straight, get it come down on a nice path, help her square up the club face more often, hit more consistent shots. So guys, let me know what you think. Go ahead and put those comments down below. Did these drills help you? Are you looking for something specific that youth might need help on? Go ahead, post those comments down below. Send me a video via Instagram or Twitter. I'd be happy to help you guys out. So I look forward to hearing your comments or questions down below. While you're down there, guys, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up because YouTube likes that. Thanks for watching, and we'll chat with you next time.